Okay, hello Cloud Gurus and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we're going to look at instance metadata. So in the last lecture we looked at Bootstrap scripts and we passed it some user data. We can actually go into our EC2 instance and look at this user data as well as instance metadata. So what I want you to do is to SSH into your EC2 instance. Okay, so I'm in my EC2 instance. I've elevated my privileges to root. I'm just going to clear the screen so it looks clean. And then what I want to do is I'm going to run the curl command, and then I'm going to do it to this IP address. So we're going to go to 169.254.169.254, then /latest, and then /, and then we'll do user-data. And there you go, you can actually see our Bootstrap script. It's all these lines here. So this is what we passed to it when it first booted up. And you can, if you hit up again and go all the way to the end of the command, then we can output this to bootstrap.txt. And if we type now cat bootstrap.txt, we'll be able to see that we've created a file called bootstrap.txt, and we've passed our Bootstrap script that was saved in our user data to bootstrap.txt, and you can actually see the file in there. So let's clear the screen. So that's a way of passing our Bootstrap script to our EC2 instance, and then having our EC2 instance remember it. You can use the curl command to do that. Another thing we can use the curl command is to get data on our individual EC2 instance. So again, we're going to go to HTTP. We're going to go to 169.254.169.254 and then /latest. And then this time, instead of saying user data, we want to see metadata and then /. And I'll give you a whole bunch of different options. So let's say we wanted to get our IPv4. If we hit the up button again and we go all the way to the end, and then now just type local and then hyphen, and then IPv4. And you can see my local IP address there. So it's my 172.31.22.213. I can also do it for my public IP. So instead of saying local IP, we want public, and then hyphen IPv4. And there you go, that's my public IP address. And likewise, I can output this data into a text file. So I could call it my IP .txt. And if we now do ls, we can see that we've got myip.txt. If I cat that, so myip.txt, I'll be able to see the IP address in there. And what I could do is have a Bootstrap script that runs this, gets the public IP, writes it to a file, then automatically copies it over to S3. That could then trigger a Lambda function. And I know we haven't covered off Lambda yet, but we'll get to that in a few sections of the course. And then you could basically store that IP address in a database, or you could write it directly to a database from your EC2 instance. So there's lots of things you can do using the curl command and lots of data that you can get. And just to see it all you need to do is just type in curl and then go curl http 169.254.169.254 / metadata, and then just hit enter, and you'll be able to see all the various different options there. So what are my exam tips? Well, just remember that metadata is used to get information about an instance, such as its public IP. And you can do that by running this command. So curl http 169.254.169.254 / latest / metadata. And then you can also get your user data, and your user data will simply contain the Bootstrap script that you ran, and that's what's passed to it when it is first provisioned. And you can get that running the curl command, so 169.254.169.254 / latest / user data. So that is it for this lecture, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, feel free to move on to the next lecture. Thank you.